Hello, hello. Happy New Year to everybody. And thank you very much for watching this. First of all, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So let you know that. Okay, I'm at CoinGecko and then I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap. And what I've done in CoinMarketCap already actually is I've clicked on the price in the top 100, if you will. So 99 is Doge Mars. And I like Doge Mars. I like Doge only because you can buy a bunch of it for like $10. That's it. And maybe it's going to go to zero. Nobody knows, right? But that'd be great if it didn't. Be great if it went. My $10 went a long way. But anyway, at any rate, that's why I like. That's why I like Doge Mars Elon. The only reason why. So that goes for a lot of them actually. BitTorrent as well. That one has I think 63% or something like that is their biggest holder, and that's $10 in, $20 in, fine, right? But a bunch of money, I just don't know because that person could easily just, sell or whatever, and they could drive the price down, and then goes all the gains if it goes to a dollar. If it does, who knows? The one I'm going to talk about today is SafeMoon, right? Now, obviously, SafeMoon, you've heard SafeMoon. Everybody talks about SafeMoon. Oh, SafeMoon, to the moon and all this other stuff, right? Which I get it, right? I get it. I know I haven't owned it since February because it hasn't been on since February. I've owned it since like April, I think. $10, something like that. Whatever. $20, whatever it is. And so, I would have I didn't know anything about really this whole thing called crypto. Know how to research stuff like that back in February. So I didn't know about the different pancake swap and the different exchanges, Uniswap and Bitmart and Binance, and I didn't know all that stuff. Ethereum blockchain. I didn't know any of that stuff. So had I known, I probably would have been an early investor in SafeMoon, from the get go, right? Basically. Anyway, let's talk about SafeMoon a little bit, right? They recently converted, not recently, about a month ago. They went from V1 to V2. So what does that mean? That means they went from 5 zeros to 3 zero or 2 zeros, right? So they cut like three. That means that if you owned a million, now you own 1,000. That's what it means. But that's all it means, right? So you own 1,000 now, but so your price is the same except you have less tokens, right? And that's how they even it out. So according to this, is up like 13%, right? And let's hope it gets better, right? Let's take a look at the chart on it here. It's going up a little bit. That's good. So the past 24-hour volume, trading volume is $3 million. My goodness gracious, 3 million. That's amazing. Past 24 hours. That's impressive. So again, this is version 2. So if we click on their Twitter account, right? And their Twitter account, they have 1.3 million followers. Yeah, version 2. They're in version 2 now. We click on the actual BSC scan. So they're whatever. This is a BSC scan. Binance Smart Chain scan. We see that they have 369,000 addresses right now. This is their V2, right? One. And let's click on holders. And for the holders, they have this dead wallet, which is roughly 43% of it. They have the deployer, and they have the next, I guess, the whale, if you will, right? They call them whales. Next whale has 17 billion tokens, roughly. 100,000 million. Yeah, 17 billion tokens. Yeah, we call it the whale, right? They own that, right? The whale, 17 billion. All right, so let's take a look at their token sniffer about this. Now, obviously, right, if I wasn't involved in it, not involved in it, not, I don't work for SafeMoon, meaning involved, I meaning if I hadn't watched it since April, basically, off and on, basically, if I hadn't watched it off and on since April and I was looking at it right now, I would say I'm not buying it. I'm not going to buy it, right? Because all these red flags, but because I've been watching it long before I knew about this whole like token sniffer and all that stuff, I give it the benefit I'm fine, right? And they have like an office or whatever, so highly unlikely they're going to have a rug pull, but you never know. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. But anyway, Let's click on there. What I want to talk about a little bit is their number of holders, right? Holders, hodlers, whatever. So total holders. Now this is for version 1. This is for version 2. So version 1, they have 2.785 million holders. 2.7 million holders roughly. So of that 2.7 million holders, 85% have 10 tokens. Okay. Uh, okay. If you had just think about this real quick, right? If you had 10 tokens, well, let's do V2. Let's see V2, right? Let's go over here, V2. Is there a little price thing here I can do? Okay, let's do SafeMoon, right? Let's do SafeMoon. SafeMoon. Moon? SafeMoon. Okay. This is a V2, right? Okay. Let's just play it out, right? Let's say 10 tokens, right? Now, this is V2. This isn't V1. V2 is even less, okay? So for if you have 10 tokens in V1, it's a lot less than 2 cents, right? 2 cents. Think about that. Think about that for a second, right? It costs $3 or $6 to convert from V1 to V2. Like $6. So if I'm out there and if I have what 20 cents worth of something, 20 cents worth of something, right? Is that what I said? 20 cents? 2 cents. Sorry, 2 cents. If I have 2 cents worth of something, I'm not going to convert. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to do it. So, what I think is going to happen, I think these right here are going to go away. They're going to be left with like what, 12%? Yeah, roughly 15%, maybe 13%. And I think these are going to go away too, actually. I think these are also going to go away. Well, that's 27 cents and 200. Let's say 200. 50 cents. They're going to go away, right? I think. Yeah. So you're going to be left with like 12%, roughly. That's it. Maybe 10%. I think 10%. So you're probably going to see like, of course, it's more than 10% now, but it's just like at 300. Where are we at here? 369,000. I think you're going to see a cap off probably by February. Let me rephrase that. By probably next week. Probably going to cap off at growing up a little bit, 20,000. You're probably going to see it go to 500,000 by next week or the end of this week, maybe the 7th or 8th, right? It'll be 500,000. That's my prediction on that. Again, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So why is this important? Why do you care? Why is this a big deal? Why should I care, right? The reason you should care is because you have more holders, then that means the price will go up. The more people that buy it, price goes up. Let's play it out, right? Let's say, right? Let's say you have 1 million people buy it. Again, let's say, right, whatever. So those 1 million people put in $10. It's $10, right? So that's what? 100 million, right? Yeah, $100 million, right? 100 million. 100 million would be what? This much. So that 100 million, right? So 100 million, so that'd be 100 million. Right? Say 100 million. That's 1,000. That's 100. That's 1,000. That's 10,000. That's 100,000. That's a million. It's 10 million, 100 million, right? $100 million. $100 million at this price. I mean, of course, it'll go up, right? But anyway, what would that mean to the token amount? That would mean million, or is it 100 million? That is a billion, 35. What is it? 100,000, 100 million, 35 billion. 35 billion extra tokens. 35 billion, right? So what is the supply at right now? Supply is SafeMoon website right now. It doesn't have their burn rate, right? I think it's at 1 trillion. So if I can look at it, I think it's at 1 trillion is their supply around here somewhere. I just know that from, yeah, here we go, total supply. So that's what, 1 trillion? 35 billion, right? So you're really looking at, you're cutting off this. Yeah, you're looking at, I mean, a good day essentially, right? It's going to do some damage, right, to to the amount here. I'm not sure what the supply is, like the actual supply left is, but you're going to do some damage, right? And that's all it is just 100 people, 100, a million people buy $10 worth. That's it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. A million people buy $100 worth. That's what you get. This price. That's fantastic, right? So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, if you're out there, right? If you can, ask them or whatever to do their own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but they have to do their own research as well. But if they want to join the what they call this thing, SafeMoon Army, I think they call it, then come on, let's do this. Everybody out there. I'm not sponsored by them. It's not an endorsement for them. This is just me like saying, hey, you know what? Let's try to do it. Let's try to all become better financially. Will. Anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next one.